Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be doing another quick draft for Marvel Superheroes, so let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, opening pack 1, pick 1. We have Epic Fight here, which is a very nice rare. For 3 mana, you can choose one or both to double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn, and then target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. So nice little fight spell. Also, it is sorcery speed, so you can't really use it as a trick, but still it has a nice high win rate. Other cards here, we have Falcon Winged Wonder, which is fantastic. Red Guardian is very strong as well. Masters of Evil can be kind of nice in the right deck. And then we've got Go Nuts here. So I do think Epic Fight is one I've been wanting to try. But Falcon is so sweet, and it is, I think, in a slightly better color pair. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Falcon here. All right, and immediately we have, for pack 1, pick 2, we have Hero in Training, which is a nice standout. S.H.I.E.L.D Spy Kit is another really great card here. We say the Nay, giant size flying ant is not as high up, but it's still quite good. And then we've got a Lightning Strike and Stark Industries. So yeah, I think here I'm just going to take the Hero in Training. It replaces itself. It's really nice in this particular color pair, and yeah, happy to take it. All right, pack 1, pick 3. We have, there's a Patriot S.H.I.E.L.D Wielder, which is a nice 2-drop. Then ability, you've got Helicarrier Strike in white. Shuri, I think, is not quite as good. It's more of sort of the artifact deck, which we're kind of not really doing. Atlantis Attacks is sort of a nice, late pick. But yeah, here I think it's a pretty easy Patriot. We could also take the Helicarrier Strike if we wanted, but I think I'd rather just get the 2-drop. All right, pack 1, pick 4. We have Raft Security Officer, take up the S.H.I.E.L.D. And I think after that, it's a pretty big drop-off. There's an A.I.M Scientists as well. But yeah, I like these two here. I think I'm probably going to go with Raft. I do like take up the S.H.I.E.L.D. This kind of also acts as sort of pseudo removal, where you can sort of tap down 2 creatures over the end of your opponent's turn, and then on your turn to hopefully get in. So I think I'm going to take the Raft Officer here. All right, now we have a S.H.I.E.L.D Spy Kit. Really happy to see that. Other than that, there's a Super Suit, Ghost, Spectral Saboteurs, okay. We have, I guess, the makings of some artifact possibilities. Loki, Roxxon Brutes, but yeah, it's probably between the Spy Kit and Go Nuts. Happy to take Spy Kit here. Yeah, and then here we are seeing Go Nuts. I think it's the strongest card in the pack. There's sort of nothing else on that level. So maybe we're going to look at like white-green instead. So happy to spec on that. And now we've got, there's Rapid Rescue, just sort of a nice value card. Hellcat is also quite good. And then Crowd of True Believers and A.I.M Scientists. So if we want to stay blue, we could maybe go for the Scientists, give ourselves a little bit of flexibility. If we want to try to follow the green signal, maybe go with Hellcat. Or we could try to like stay open and taking the Crowd of True Believers. I don't think it's quite as strong as these other two. I think I'm just going to grab the Scientists here. Like there's a chance we still use it, even if we're in like a different color pair. Okay, now we've got Visions of Villainy, which is decent. Claim the Kingdom. I don't know how I feel about this. Like I ended up playing an opponent in one of my last matches, and it was quite strong. They used it to really nice effect with like flying vigilant creatures. So maybe better in like blue-green. And then there's like an Ultron Drone, Repulsor Blast. I think I'm just going to take Visions of Villainy. I think that might be the best card here. Okay, happy to see a Doombot. Could also grab Spec on the Land here. Crimson Operative is okay, but it's kind of in a bad color. Red, I think, is the weakest color by a fair amount. And not super excited about Unliving Legionnaire. So, gonna grab the Doombot here. All right, happy to see a giant-sized flying ant. There's also a land. The green cards are okay, but I think ant I like a little bit more. And yeah, we can just kind of continue on here. A.I.M Iron Man is a nice trick. It replaces itself. And yeah, these are all kind of pretty filler. I guess Speedball maybe you would play. All right, Super Suit is fine. Okay, pack 2, pick 1. We have another Doombot. Taskmaster, Mercenary Mimic is, I think, okay, but not amazing. So if we could also look at like Hour of Defeat, perhaps. Captain Marvel is, I think, okay, but I'm not sure that it's better than Doombot. I don't think Kree Commandos are all that good. I think I'm probably just going to take Doombot here. Yeah, like Marvel is fine, but it's a little late. We already have like a 5-drop. I think I'm just going to go with the Doombot. All right, pick 2, we have Spy Kit. Also Trickster Stratagem. This is also like north of 60% win rate. So maybe we want the Stratagem. We don't have, let's see, what have we got for removal so far? Okay, we don't really have removal yet. So I think given that, I'm probably just going to take the Stratagem here. And now we've got another Patriot we could pick up. I think actually this pick, I'm going to take a Surveillance Room. There's also notably some decent green cards. Ant-Man's Army, Undercover Scroll are quite good. But I think we're kind of into blue and got a little bit of white. I suppose we could shift, but I think maybe the first Surveillance Room feels pretty good. Okay, now we have Baxter Building, which is solid. We could go for Atlantis Attack, sort of a top end. I think I'd probably grab the land here instead. And just sort of stay a little bit open. Okay, Justice Vance Astrovik, I think is the highest win rate of any uncommon in the entire set. It's like 64%. So try to never pass this card if you can. Yeah, so we'll grab that. It's also a Helicarrier Strike. Maybe something comes back. Really happy we're in blue. Here we have pretty easy Futurist Forge. I think you could also go with like S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, Quinjet is, you know, after that. We already have a Super Suit, but Futurist Forge is a nice 2-drop that replaces itself, and we'll be happy grabbing another one. Not too high on Atlantean Cavalry. Okay, now we can grab a Quinjet. We could go, I suppose, for Doc Samson, but again, I like our white more, and we don't have a lot of it, but I think it's a stronger color, and I think Doc Samson is just like okay. I suppose we can grab another Super Suit. Could also, like, I guess, spec on a Ninja of the Hand, but that's pretty low. Okay, Kree Commandos, while not super exciting, is certainly passable. And here I guess we can grab the Cavalry. Hopefully we won't have to play it. And I'll just pass these. All right, so pack 3, pick 1. Stature is a really nice pick here, I think. Just a nice 1-drop that is like a late game threat. We could also go with Brave Brawler. I think Stature is better. And yeah, maybe like Atlantis Attacks comes back. Okay, now we have a choice to make. We can go with Agent Maria Hill, which is fantastic. Interesting. We could also go for Frozen and Ice. I think we probably need the Frozen and Ice. We don't have any other removal yet. So I think I'm just going to take the removal here. Burrow Backup is also great. But yeah, I think we just need the removal. And now we could go for a land. There's also Night Nurse, Raft, Security Officers, A.I.M Scientists. We have a couple cuts we could make here. So our deck like has some cards that are not as amazing that I'm hoping we don't have to play. But I think that the land is still going to be valuable. Okay, now we've got another Falcon, giant size flying ant, a helper. Helper doesn't really speed us out to anything. I guess it can help with these Futurist Forge. It is a 2-drop. It can help like power out some card draw. It also can help with the Doombots, which is not nothing. But I think getting a second Falcon still feels pretty solid. All right, now we can grab either Helicarrier Strike or giant size flying ant. We've got 11 creatures. We could use a couple more creatures. Another piece of removal would be nice. I guess we've got some card draw, a little bit of pump with like Spy Kit, A.I.M Iron Man, some super suits. Yeah, I think probably just the cheaper card here. We could definitely use another piece of removal. All right, here, definitely happy to grab a We Say Thee Nay. I think we're doing okay on land. Bold Biochemist is also solid, but just another piece of pseudo removal feels pretty good. And happy to grab another Doombot. Yeah, lots of surveillance rooms. I think we're all right on land at this point. Okay, do we want Futurist Forge over Panther Pounce? I think so. I guess like Shuri could turn some of our stuff into other stuff, but it's just kind of like an okay 2-drop. I think I'd rather have the Forge. Take the Ant. And the Helper actually does a fair amount in this deck. Grab some Scientists. Yeah, this is looking good. Do we want a second Helper? Like we have 3 Forges, which is a pretty nice use for it. Do we really need another giant size flying ant? I guess with 3 Doombots and 3 Forges, I'd rather have the Helper. All right, let's go ahead and build this. So we still got a couple cuts to make here. $43 cards, so 3 cuts. I like this Spy Kit, and I don't know if we need this super suit. I guess we have like Raft, Security Officer. We have, which is kind of pseudo removal. We've got Frozen and Ice, Vance, Trickster, Stratagem. We Say Thee Nay. Helicarrier Strike. So I think we're doing okay on like removal / pseudo removal. We've got some decent flyers, so maybe we cut the super suit. $17 creatures, so we could cut a couple creatures here. Do we want to cut any of the Forges? I think Forge and the Helpers are really nice, actually. Maybe we don't need all of them, but they do feel pretty good. Like the Doombots, the Helpers, and the Forges, I think is just a nice setup. Could see maybe cutting like 1 A.I.M Scientist. I think our land is good enough that I could see maybe like shaving one of these. could run 16 land, perhaps. I guess with the helpers, that makes it a little easier. We still do want to get to 6, though, so maybe we want to keep the land. Maybe cut like 1 giant-sized flying ant, something like that. I think we want 2 falcons over that. 15 creatures, yeah, that feels pretty good. Still got a decent amount of removal. All right, let's give this a whirl. I do think that, like, at least where the meta is right now, blue-white does seem to be the best default deck you can draft. And then just if those colors don't happen to be there, you know, looking at other things, or if you open like a broken rare or something like that. But slotting into blue-white seems to be pretty good. And then just like recognizing the cards you can splash if you need to. I think just given like the win rates of like the commons and uncommons in blue and white, just head and shoulders over the other colors, it just seems like a better color. Okay, Undercover Scrawl. All right, just maybe Futurist Forge plus Spy Kit Equip. Feels pretty good. Do we want another helper? I don't think we need another helper. Let's see, we're gonna have 4, 5, I guess we could use it. Maybe a land is better, but this is probably still fine. Do we want another land? Okay, so now we'll have enough for 6 for the Doombot and the Futurist Forge, so we don't need the land. All right, they've got their own Doombot. Ant is pretty sweet. Could draw some cards. I think we maybe just want to use Ant this turn, though. Tap some stuff down. Feels a little bit better than just going Helper. Because we can't Helper plus Forge. Would we want another land? I think actually maybe we do, because next turn we could go land and then either just change the Doombot or Forge plus Helper. I think that's still pretty good. Or maybe we want to scry it away and then just like if we happen to draw land, it's fine. Otherwise we just go Ant again, which is still pretty good. I guess we could scry it away, because I think if we just go Ant again, it's still pretty good. I feel like they're probably going to try to level up Doombot this turn. I suppose we could have also used Ant on their upkeep from the Skrull. Oh, that might have been better. Because then they wouldn't be able to... Yeah, that actually would have been better. Okay, that works too. Yeah, I'm definitely kicking myself for not getting them on the upkeep. And this way, I guess if we natural draw land, we can do like the helper plus draw cards plan. Or if we don't, we just go for another giant size flying ant. So I don't think we offer the trade here. Just because like we might do that play. Okay, another Doombot. I guess another Doombot is kind of nice because then we can go Ant plus Doombot. Got to be careful how we tap our mana. But now I think we just tap the Doombot no matter what. I mean, I guess maybe it's better to tap Hercules here. Still keep racing. So if we tap Doombot, we're pushing, wait a second, 3, 6, never mind. We've got lethal if we tap the Doombot. Assuming they don't have any nonsense. Okay, they've got something. So I guess if they have removal, it's not lethal. They have 4 mana potentially. So this does require us to upgrade the Doombot. I was kind of hoping they would tap out here. Oh, you know what? Actually, we don't have enough to level up the Doombot. We only have 5 mana. Forgot. Can still drop them pretty low, and then I think just like double spell here, and I think if we block 2 things, we're pretty unlikely to die. Maybe we leave back like one of the Doombots, just in case. Just push 8, I think. It's like, yeah, with 2 blockers, like they could potentially threaten lethal if we only have 2 blockers and they've got a trick. All right, they've got something. Spider-Man to the rescue. Ugh, yuck. Well, at least we didn't attack with a 1/1. That would have been worse. We got more action. Do they have like Helicarrier Strike or no? Yeah. Trying to think what they could have here. Giant growth. Okay, they had giant growth. It's pretty gross. It's gonna be a close one, that's for sure. So if we draw land and keep at least one helper alive, then we could upgrade a Doombot. Okay, unless they drew action, I think the play here is double block the Hercules. So they're probably going to try to upgrade Doombot here. Take 6. Or we could like double, we could get both of these out of the way. Hercules is still live. I think this is a little better. Hopefully they didn't draw anything. Oh, I think not killing the Hydraulic Helper was a mistake, because now we can upgrade Doombot. And we can do it at instant speed. So if we attack with, I guess we don't have lethal. So maybe just attack with Doombot alone. And then we can turn it into a 5/5. Forces a double block. Problem is then like we only get their 4/4. We could move the spy kit and then use the forge. That's another option. I think, yeah, maybe we're okay trading here. Maybe it's better to just draw cards and just like use the, although they can just block with Spider-Man, they still have their Doombot. Okay, I think we're just gonna do the Doombot plan here. This will make their scroll a 3/3, which is a... Oh, they've got one too. Yuck. All right, well now we're just on the defensive, I think. No attacks. Yeah, that was quite a turnaround there. Did they have enough for lethal? They might. They've got 4 lethal attackers. Or I guess we're at 4, so not all lethal. Okay, so these are force blocks. Actually, I guess that's better to get the cavalry here. And then make this 5/5 block their 4/4. Go to 1. Oh, we need to block with the chump with the Doombot. Okay, I think that's game. We just attack and that's it? Okay, they just didn't see it. Close one. I suppose if they had attacked with their scroll, that would have been lethal. I wonder if the third giant size flying ant is better than like the second Falcon. All right, opening hand looks great. Got stuff to do. Okay, nice. Can just go for a helper here. Could surveil. I think we don't need to surveil just yet. Maybe just go hero in training here. We could also go forge plus officer. It's a little bit better use of our mana. Just make sure we do this right. Quicksilver, okay. I guess if they equip this with like the spy kit, it can get kind of nasty. Wow, double spy kit. I think we want more land. So we can get the Doombot going. I think we just want more land in general. Could do like Doombot plus giant-sized flying ant. Feels pretty good after their equip, actually. Just got to make sure we tap our mana correctly here. Or I suppose we could go Helicarrier Strike. Maybe that's better. Helicarrier Strike. Plus like hero in training. That actually feels pretty good too. Yeah, then like next turn we can do the Doombot just in one turn. I suppose we could still play Doombot now. All right, I think maybe we just do 2 double blocks, see what they do, then Helicarrier Strike in response. Actually, let's do this a little differently. Like that, like that. Oh yeah, I suppose that makes us a 4/4. Forgot about that. So I think we want to kill Colleen Wing here. It's like the officer is, I think, a bit more valuable than the helper here. But if we like kill the Brash Blur, we will like deny the extra card. So maybe that's better. Still get to scry here, but now I guess we can make the Aerial Doombot, and we'll have like access to the mana from the helper, deny the card off the blazing, whatever it's called. So I think this turn we probably just go for giant size flying ant. We can just do like double Doombot. Do we want to try racing, or do we want to start drawing cards? I feel like maybe it's better to draw cards here. Suppose we could also like threaten to block, do it on their turn. and like triple block, but like if they have something, they just completely get us. So we could like push 7, they could get the double scry and attack for 5. Don't know. I think maybe we go cards here. All right, not sure if it's right, but it like gets us deeper, hopefully closer to removal. Yeah, double spike hit is pretty good. Let's just go for scientists here, I think. Just try to dig even more. Okay, that's a nice pickup. I think we'd rather have the scry than the extra point of damage. Okay, that's a nice one. Let's put this on the helper here. This way, like if they kill the scientist, we can still like try to double block. All right, so now we're forcing like 2 pieces of removal. I guess if they have like take up the shield, it's really awkward. Could try to race. Okay, Hulk Smash. It's really good. Don't think we want a quad block here, especially if they have another piece of removal. We just lose the game on the spot. So I think we drop to 6. Could draw some more cards. I don't know that we have enough. What can we draw into? I guess we have like Frozen and Ice we could draw potentially here. If we make the Doombot a 4/4, we swing for 5. They drop to 7. And then the next turn we swing for 8. I mean, yeah, we could get there that way and just try to like chump. That's another path. If they've got removal, that obviously doesn't work. I think that maybe is the path, though. If they have 2 pieces of removal, they just get us. So I guess maybe like leaving the Doombot back, we could have even left like the Doombot back in case they had like double pieces of removal. That would have been a little safer. They have trample? Yeah, I was afraid to take up the shield. Ooh, nice pickup here. Actually, that's really, that kind of changes the clock a little bit. So now I think we can, actually we can forge first, make sure we tap the mana so we can do both. Ant is pretty sweet, actually. I think I like that even more than Falcon. If they have a counter, it's super awkward, but I don't think they can block the effect in their colors. So I think maybe we just push and then just and then tap it on their turn. Sentinel is quite good. So we can only force through 7 points here unless we draw removal. Helper isn't gonna do it. Will give us a way to chump though. All right, so we have 9, 10 mana, which is not enough to power up and also cast Falcon. If we cast the Helper and power up and then just like push all 3, they're taking minimum of 7. They take out a Doombot. They can swing back for, I guess we have 2 blockers. If they have nothing, then we can win. Otherwise, we can like Helper plus Falcon and try to set up like a big swing next turn. This is kind of a gamble. I think they topped, so if we play Falcon, next turn we can have, I think, enough. Even if they block a 4/4, we have 4, 7, 10. So I think this is a slightly safer play, but if they draw removal, like, it doesn't work. This does also give us the ability to like double or triple block. All right, so if we assume they have at least one piece of removal, if we block like this, then even if they get rid of the Doombot, we still have 7. If they have another like take up the shield, it's super awkward because then they can just get both of these, and then we're like kind of in the toilet. But I don't know that we can really play around that anyways. I guess we could also try to like block with this also. I don't know if this is right. Just want to be sure that this thing dies. So they need like exactly take up the shield to get through this one, I think. I guess like the theory is like if they didn't have it, then like we just went on the next turn. So maybe we should have like tried to go for that. Okay, but they had Thor, Odin, Sun. All right, Baxter Building is a nice draw. So do we have enough to do this plus Doombot? We have 10, 12 mana. So that is enough. Okay, sweet draw. Super happy to see that. Problem is they still have like a decent attack here. I think we definitely want to shut down the Odin Sun. It's quite a bit more dangerous. No good attacks yet. Man, the turn we could have used it for Baxter Building, but I guess now it can still push lethal here. Don't have enough to block. So I think we got to block with the Red Wing here. They got more gas? No. Alright, so if we play land, do we have enough to do it all with just land? 4, 8, 10, 11. I think that's enough. Do we want to tap any of these helpers? Probably not. I guess if we tap 2 of the helpers, we'd have like 2 mana with whatever we draw, but I think that's still pretty thin. Now I think we just have to like try to like triple block. It's not great. If they have a trick, we're just done. Okay, so they haven't got anything, thank God. Oh my God, that's amazing draw there. Okay, all right, we can totally roll with that. Get the Kree Sentinel out of the way. Get Stature going. Suppose we could also have done the web up and then tapped it. Yeah, that might have been better actually. This I think still works, but since we've got Stature, maybe it would have been better to get rid of web up. Stature is representing lethal. At least this way they have like no attackers. Woo! Close one. That was quite a match. All right, on to round 3. Yeah, opener looks great. We got Stature on 1. Can start filtering for white mana. It's pretty good. Okay, they got their own Doombot. Well, it does give us white mana. Tap land isn't amazing, but I guess next turn we can filter for Raft if we play Island. Otherwise, maybe we just try to look for actual white mana. I guess we do want more land. I don't know, maybe we should have taken it. I think we're okay since we've got the surveillance room. Like, we can still produce white mana, so I'm less worried. There's no double white in the deck. And here I think we're happy to trade Doombots if they're up for it. Okay, they've got a nice setup for the artifacts deck. Okay, Justice is amazing. Maybe we wait on Justice just for them to play like a more expensive card. Right now I think Hero in Training feels pretty good. Can just get in for 2. Could definitely start pinging us a little bit here. Okay, they're just doing Thirst. Okay, now I think maybe we... I guess we could threaten with hero and training. They might just be open to blocking, but they might let it through. And then have like giant sized flying ant there on their turn. Could also like Vance, Astrovik, our hero in training, which would be another sort of nice potential here. I think since we don't have anything, maybe we just push with these two. Could also leave the Doombot back to block one of their Doombots. We still want to push. All right, if they want to make the trade, that's fine. And I think now we probably just let him attack and try to get him with the flying ant here. See if they've got action. Yikes. Yeah, Photon Blast Barrage is one of the reasons to be red if you can do it. Whew. Super nasty. It's like a 3-for-1. It's going to be a little tough to come back from that. I guess just Vance. Could also hold up We Say Thee Nay. Could also bounce our own Raft security. Like it's not doing that much for us. But I think, yeah, I guess there's enough, like just bouncing their stuff is enough that it's worth doing. Push a little bit of damage. Yeah, that Photon Blast was nasty. Okay, now we've got Falcon. Could have We Say Thee Nay, it's possible. Forge is pretty nice. So if we need to, we could Frozen and Ice here. Can also just tap their guy down in response. So I think maybe just push in the air and then leave up We Say Thee Nay. Good on land. Stark Industries. Yeah, that's fine. I think we want to try to Futurist Forge here, so we'll just let him attack. Nice pickup. Yeah, that should do it, I guess. Unless they've got tricks. All right. Yeah, that Photon Blast Barrage, though, that was, whew, that was nice. If you can ever get that going with Young Hawkeye, it's pretty nasty. All right, opener, not as good. No access to white mana. We do have a Futurist Forge. We have like one land cycler. And I think essentially 3 pseudo duels. So is that like 7 and 7? So we have like 10, 11 cards we could draw. So like a 1 and 3. We're on the play. I don't know. I think we might be able to draw out of it. It's not perfect, but we have the Forge. This makes me feel a little bit better. We're about 1 and 3 to draw up, you know, something that can make white mana every turn. And if we just draw like more islands, we can always just like crack the Forge on 4. Being on the play helps a little bit, so even if they have like kind of a fast draw, we're maybe okay. We also have like 2 more Forges we can draw into to help kind of cycle through. Okay. Still looking for a land. Okay, hit the land, which is great. Now we can go Stature plus Patriot here. We could also hold up Helicarrier, but I think that's a little premature. Don't think we want to trade here. All right. Do we want to trade with Maria? I don't really think so. I guess we can't use the mana super well this turn, but I think on their upkeep, we do want to tap their Scrawl, just to lock them down on mana a little bit. Maybe we're open to trading. I guess if they have like teamwork stuff, this does get a little bit better, so maybe we're okay. But like if we trade, it also like helps the Scrawl, so maybe we just sit a little bit. I guess I don't really know how to quantify the Patriot, what we should do. Definitely getting in with Stature. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've got flyers, so maybe it's okay to trade. Otherwise, they're just pushing 4, which doesn't feel amazing. Maybe they're less likely to like do something into open mana. Okay. Glad we got the damage in. And I think we're just racing here. If they attack, we just don't block. Now we're probably just doing Falcon. Alternatively, we could try to go for Helper and then hold up like Helicarrier Strike. I think Falcon just feels pretty good. And then just full sending. We're still at 14, so we're doing okay there. They could have, I guess, like Panther Pounce. But yeah, this feels pretty good. And like these block well. If we draw land, actually, we even have lethal. Yeah, I think we're 1 off right now. Provided they don't gain life or like have nonsense. Okay, Black Panther. Does that thing have reach? No. Okay. Alright, so they're representing giant growth. I mean, like, because if we draw land, we just win, right? They could have, I suppose they could have Helicarrier Strike. That would be the only other thing that could, like, throw a wrench in everything. I guess let's force him to have it. Because, like, even if they have giant growth here, well, I suppose we should double block just to be safe if they have giant growth. Yeah, there's the giant growth. Okay, now we can use giant flying ant plus Helicarrier Strike. That feels pretty good. And just set up for like a win next turn. I almost wonder, like, I think maybe we just like set another upkeep stop to like shut down their scrawl. Just lock them out of mana as much as possible. Okay, Herbie. So not quite lethal. Guess we can push for 7. All right, let's just get that out of the way. Yeah, it seems like an okay time to use it. All right, Spy Kit. Fortunately, we're still just shy of lethal here. So I guess we just do another turn of setup. It's not even really worth doing the Spy Kit because they can just like block whichever one has the Spy Kit. Or actually, I suppose it's still extra damage, so it's fine. Then we can use Patriot here to do some nonsense. We can just also do Hydraulic Helper, but let's just push damage here. And no reason to move that, so it should be good. Gonna need an answer for Stature. And you're gonna need it right now before we untap with Patriot. All right, that'll work. All right, opener looks nice. Got Doombot on 1, a little bit of removal. Triumph is great. Forge on 2. So yeah, Vance and Stratagem should be nice if we can wait until after they get their counters. Could have gone for the Helicarrier Strike here, but I think we just want to just keep the land coming. Use our mana. Okay, I could be holding up like we say the nay. I guess we're ready to start surveilling, I think. We don't need double mana. Not yet. Stature is a nice one. It's pretty hard for them to interact with that also, so I think I like that. Got the mana coming. It's a shame that Vance is not instant speed. I mean, that'd be kind of busted, but I guess let's attack, see what happens. We've still got Helicarrier Strike in case they've got tricks. All right, counters, yes or no? I think it's better than just like sitting with open mana. Guess we could also bounce the Triumph here. But I think, it's an interesting question. We do still have some bounce and some other nonsense, so preventing the damage maybe is better. Not actually sure here. I think because like we're doing okay racing. I guess I'll just bounce the Triumph here. That feels a little better. Kind of slow that down. It's like the same mana investment. Yeah, Vance is definitely coming back. 100%. All right, so now they're winning the race. Kind of want to use the Helicarrier Strike. It's probably just better to go for the Flying Ant play here. I suppose we're at 13, so maybe we want to play it a little safe and keep the Doombot at home in case they have like a counter spell. That way we don't just take 5. Could also just Stratagem, but that doesn't feel as good. I mean, I guess it's okay. Like, giving them the Night Nurse back doesn't feel great no matter how we slice it. This puts like more like pressure on the actual board though. I kind of like that. So I think we just sit. Could also bounce Maria and then just try to tap Maria, try to trade to the Night Nurse. But I think maybe trying to tap it is good. Then like next turn we can Helicarrier Strike, hopefully prevent the life gain. So yeah, I think we go for it. I almost wonder if we make this trade here. Like, it is giving up future resources, but we are at 13. So we do want to be a little careful. Otherwise we drop to 11. We can Helicarrier Strike here, but if they've got more stuff going on, yeah, I think I do want to make this trade. It's not amazing, but we're under a little bit of pressure. Could also Vance here on the Futurist Forge, just to make it a 3/3, and then Helicarrier Strike the Night Nurse. Actually, kind of like that play. Make sure we tap it right. Then we can still play Stature and hold up Helicarrier Strike. Feels pretty good. I mean, we're pretty much, it's pretty obvious we've got Helicarrier Strike here, but I think that's okay. Kang the Conqueror. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, they definitely read into the Helicarrier Strike. Could just Stratagem and push. I think that's probably the play. Or we could like Futurist Forge, see what we pick up. But I think getting this out of the way feels pretty good. And then leave open the white source. And I think we probably want to put the counter maybe on Justice so that if they bounce it, we can like get more value. Maybe spread it out a little bit. All right, it's definitely super obvious that we've got Helicarrier Strike, but I think that's okay. Sure. Surprised they didn't do that on Stature, to be honest. Okay. I'll pass to blockers just in case they want to do something else here. Do they have like bring up the shield maybe? We say DNA. Yeah, they played around it. It's pretty good. All right, let's draw some cards. Don't think we want to hold any cards here. I'm trying to think if we have any other stuff that connives. Not that I can think of offhand. So I guess we just play it out. And now I think we just offer the trade here. Because like their 4/5 is coming and we can't beat that anyways. Man, Echo with this is pretty sweet though. Like 2 turns, that's kind of awesome. If they can get that going. Hopefully they don't, but could be pretty brutal if they do. All right, let's draw some cards. All right, now we can tap down their Kang. Two more mana for them to go for Kang. All right, they've got something in their hand. Looks like they can cast something. It's got action. And then here, happy to trade the Hydraulic Helper for their Night Nurse if they want to go for it. Looks like they've got some kind of trick. Oh, what do you have? So they could have like Helicarrier Strike doesn't make sense. Panther Pounce, that doesn't make sense either. It's got to be bring up the shield. Trying to think what else they could have. Oh, Super Suit. They could have Super Suit. Either way, we're double blocking. Maybe another Night Nurse? Brave Brawler. Okay, sure. Yeah, that seemed like a strange attack. I feel like... Yeah, because we could have just blocked with Helper there. Oh, that's nasty. That's a really nice... wow, okay. It's a nice interaction. Say the nay. Alright, we're getting hit for 4 in the air, looks like. Gonna have to tap down their Brave Brawler. Yeah, this is looking a little rough, to be honest. Is this considered a spell? No. Okay, well, they didn't draw a land. They would have played it. Okay, that's a nice pickup. Slowly pecking away here with Stature. So I guess the question is now, do we tap their Kang? They're going to gain a bunch of life, but I think we try to like triple block it or whatever. If they've got, I mean, they've got something. I don't know what kind of action they have. But I think we don't want to keep taking 4. Although I guess if they attack for 4 and we tap it down and we like tap their Echo next turn. Actually, we don't need to tap Echo. So next turn we can push for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I guess we have lethal. So like if they have like Panther Pounce and we let this through, we could just lose. We have exactly lethal, though. They've got 7 mana. I think we go for it. It's a little bit wild. Let's make sure I've got my math right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 10, 10, 14 in the air, yeah. I think they have to have exactly Panther Pounce to kill us. Although if we miss, like we kind of die big time. Like if they, because we know they have something. So if they have like Helicarrier Strike, it's super awkward. Because then like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't try to just push here. So we could attack with both, replay Falcon, and just try to do it over one more turn. The problem is if they draw another land, then they can take an extra turn. I think we kind of have to go for it. Forge is nice, yeah. Yeah, they've got something. So I guess if we let them take like 2 turns, what happens? If we just like replay Falcon here, we have 2 blockers. Potentially, we can like block twice with, then like have like essentially 3 blockers with Raft. Even though I want to go for it, I think it's probably wrong. So I think we just push for 5 here. They will get some life gain in is the only issue. God, did we just go for it? All right. Oh, these are, oh God. I didn't realize this was legendary also. Night Nurse. Okay, so Night Nurse wouldn't have worked. This is going to make the game a little bit longer, though. Now, if they get land, this is really rough. They don't have enough to copy it, thank God. Trickster's Stratagem. Yup, that works. Okay. Do want it. Got a 5/6. I think we still have to tap this brawler here. We throw the Red Wing under the bus. Got another shot at it. Yeah, I think, oh man, if we had just gone for it. Okay, so we can still draw 2 and have some mana left over. Spy Kit is really nice. That lets us leave up We Say Thee Nay. Could also play Helper Actually, no, we need 2 for the security officer. Okay, here we go. Did we just lose? I think we just lose, unfortunately. I guess if we tap the Conqueror, we have to double block the Brawler. This is so bad. Yeah, we've got to tap Conqueror here because we need 2 flying blockers otherwise. Oh, if we had just gone for it, we could have won. Yep. God. So we got to keep Falcon alive so we can block the Conqueror. So I think we got to chump with Stature. Man, this game is crazy. Like I was thinking, like, what are the chances? If we had gone for it, I mean, the game would be over, of course, but. Okay, we can't kill this, so I think we just have to chump with the hydraulic helper here. So we need this around to block that. And then next turn, actually, yeah, they just untap and kill us because then they'll have 4 attackers. Oh, should have just been no fear. Yeah, I guess if we'd like thought through that, we like just lose anyways. If we don't go for it. All right, opener looks great. Got Stature on 1. Probably just Doombot on 2. Try to push some damage. Ooh, double Doombot. Yes, please. Okay, Brawler is good. Guess we could get Helicarrier Strike, so it's better to... We could also draw into another Doombot, so it's about 50-50. Guess if, I suppose they can probably equip. So we assume they just equip. It's an X3. I guess if they don't, we'll force them to spend the turn equipping. I can leave back a Doombot. If they want to use the whole turn equipping, that's fine. Yeah, now we can just bounce it. Feels pretty good. Careful not to put a counter on Stature. Ooh. Yeah, I think actually, I mean, this is nice, but I want to get Falcon going. Also gets us closer to Doombot. Brawler number 2. So they can make this 4-3. Yeah, so we can still block it with Falcon. I guess if they have like Helicarrier Strike, actually that doesn't do anything. Panther Pounce. I think we just trade. Okay, that's a nice pickup. Push damage, but I want to just draw cards here, I think. Good on land. Yeah, giant sized flying ant feels pretty good. Hopefully they like go for the equip, which would be pretty funny. Get to just time walk them. Yeah, that feels really good. All right, on to the next. Opener looks nice. We've got Futurist Forge plus Helper. I think we might, maybe we go Forge on too, just to make sure we like don't miss land drops. If we don't draw another land, if we do, maybe we just go Helper on 2. Really liking these Forges. These have just been great. Also, just been super impressed with giant sized flying ant. Okay, an Avengers Hangar. Okay, glad we drew an extra land. That feels pretty good. Since we do have the land now, maybe we just go Helper here. Just to ramp us a little bit. Okay, Sultai. Wonder what they're splashing for. Do they have like the Atsuma? Be kind of interesting. Let's just bounce that. So I guess next turn we could just go for, I think we probably want to just go Ant next turn. Just for the tempo boost. Baxter Building is fun. Okay, I think we're just going Ant. And I think we just wait to see what they play. Like, we're at 20, so we're feeling okay if they attack. Like, in case they play like some sort of reach creature or whatever. I think we just wait and see what they do. A.I.M scientists, sure. So do we want to draw cards or just push damage here? So we could push 9. I guess that's a 2-turn clock. We should probably do that. Even if they bounce something. Otherwise we're pushing 6, drop them to 10. Yeah, I think we should probably go for it. Like, we're still at 20, so we can just take advantage of that. So now they like have to deal with the Doombot. So we assume at least like 1 piece of removal. We drop them to 2. Sure. Okay, the life gain is a little nasty. Yeah. Could we draw any 2-drop that would matter? Like maybe Raft? We still have a 2-turn clock. They can hit us for 9, potentially. hold mana up. I don't know. I don't know if we go for like the 2-drop play. I guess like Helicarrier Strike is okay. Maybe another Doombot. I suppose we could still play Doombot. I think I'm just going to go for the... See if we can draw something. Like it's one fewer card, but... Alright, I guess it didn't end up mattering. Felt like we had outers there, though. That would have helped the situation. Like, if we were able to, like, play Doombot, because we still have to block. Alright, good enough. Yeah, I guess I'm glad we pushed for the big damage over, like, drawing cards earlier, just to get that, like, lead. Felt pretty good. All right, 6-1, final boss. Potentially. Opener looks nice. Oh yeah. Into Helper feels pretty good. Helper on 2. And we could even go like Vance on 3 plus equip, which feels great. I guess if this is holding them back, we don't equip this turn, but we can definitely go Vance. All right, so let's scry. That is a nice one. I do want more land, but I mean, Stratagem is pretty sweet, especially against green decks. Do we have enough stuff to do? So we draw that. I suppose we can start scrying. Like the turn afterwards, I guess we can go like Frozen and Ice or just Stratagems. I think it's fine. Actually, I guess we'll have 3 mana next turn. Since this comes in tapped, so then like we Frozen and Ice. I think it's okay. It's borderline. I think I kind of just want to use the mana here, even though we take 2. I think I just want to get this going, just in case. I don't know. I'm willing to trade the 2 damage, I think, for equipping. It's like next turn we're going to use the mana for other stuff. Also, this, I suppose, keeps them back, theoretically. Or are they stuck on land? Okay, well, if they're stuck on land... Don't think we need the second Falcon. That one we can scry away. Do we hang on to the Frozen and Ice? Like, it's good to like use our mana. Maybe just in case they start like doing some nonsense, this will just keep things under control. Like, we still have Trickster's Stratagem in case they do something like big and scary. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this on one of their guys. Just to like prevent future nonsense. Just in case they have like a big turn so we don't fall behind. All right, that is nice. Could move the spy kit to Falcon. I guess if we move it to Falcon, like we can double block pretty easily here. I mean, we can still double block, so if they get rid of Falcon, I think I leave it here, so in case they get rid of Falcon, we can still double block the 5/5 if we want to. I think we just take this though. Just keep racing. Okay, Doombot feels pretty good. Yeah, just add it to the mix, get in for a bunch. Patriot. Do we want that next turn? Yeah, actually, I guess if we... Could be nice. Probably just Stratagem, but... I think it's a solid draw. And I don't think they're pushing 16 this turn. Push 10. But Stratagem should be enough to win it. All right, good game. Yeah, got there. Nice. 7-1. Took down a trophy. Yeah, this deck was great. Really, really enjoyed it. We had that one close game where we could have gone for it, and if we'd like risked it all, we could have won. But I was like trying to like play around like Helicarrier Strike and other stuff like that. But looking back on it, this just felt like a really solid draft. So, yeah, here it is. I think the helpers were really nice in this specific build because we had triple Forge, triple Doombot, and then it helped like randomly with like the spy kit. And then just, yeah, like obviously Vance is amazing. The removal is always good. Hero in training is great. I think pretty much everything in this list is like 55% win rate or higher. Maybe not the helpers, but they're kind of like sort of specific to like in this particular deck they were useful. But everything else I think is, yeah, and then like the land helped. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let's open some sweet prizes here for you. And if you like this kind of format, if you like these kind of videos, you want to see more, consider subscribing. or becoming a member to get early access by clicking the join button, and we will see you in the next one.